Super Rugby is throwing up some classic derby matches very early on this season. None more so than this round 2 fixture between the Highlanders and the Crusaders at Forsyth Bar Stadium, and it is coming up next. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Super Rugby season, where we are making our way through the rounds. It is now the second weekend of the competition, and this one on paper looks like a stunner. The Highlanders at home, and they're up against their next door neighbour, the Crusaders from Canterbury. Now here is a starting lineup for the Highlanders, undergoing a few injury concerns very early on, but the starting 15 looks as good as ever. A very strong pack, often underrated, but now featuring a couple of All Black names in there in the back row, especially with Dixon and Squire. It's a back line though that this team excels in. Smith and Sopwanga really gelling perfectly together over the season's past as well. A good destructive combination in centres. Rob Thompson and Malachi Fikatoa, explosive wingers with Tavita Lee and Waisaki Naholo, and Ben Smith, out injured today, sees Richard Buckman come in to cover at fullback. Their opponents were the Crusaders, and they are the typical slow starters of the competition, but as the squad gets stronger, you just can't give them that tag for too much longer. A very good side. There's never a time where the Crusaders do not put out a very good side. Plenty of All Black caps throughout this whole team, and a lot of good up-and-comers as well. The question mark will be in the number 10 jumper though, with Mitchell Hunt taking that after more injuries, taking out Moanga for a few weeks of that position. Outside in though, he has plenty of support with Crotty at 12. Bryn Hall inside him has experience as well. Out on the wings, it's normal centre Tamani Valu on the left and Israel Dag on the right, covering in from fullback, which leaves Havili to cover in the 15 jumper. Good looking Crusaders team, but can they get over that early hump of a poor start? We will find out tonight. Forsyth Bar Stadium is where it will be. Crusaders, of course, in the red, and it's also a big thanks for these amazing new kits that have been created to coincide with the Lions tour. So Super Rugby, well and truly getting into the rhythm of Lions year, as the Highlanders have turned over early ball and quickly they find a way through, but drop ball from Elliot Dixon has given the Crusaders a very early chance to create some pressure here.
Crouch.
It is a scrum feed from the knock-on. Elliot Dixon at the back row of the Highlanders. Bryn Hall for the Crusaders defeat the first scrum of the match. It goes on steady, but the Highlanders will bulldoze over. The Crusaders reply. They've got a talented forward pack, and they hang on. Fitu Douglas goes for a bit of a run. Straight out to Ryan Crotty. Misses one around. It's Hunt. Mitchell Hunt back outside looking for Tamani Valu. He only finds the grass over the touchline. First mistake from the Crusaders attack. They can't afford to do that too much. 6 minutes gone. Coltman will throw. He's given it to Whitelock. Bryn Hall away to Hunt. Hunt's going to look for the safety of the sideline here with Israel Dag. Up he goes. He's got it eventually, but he's just put short of the try line. That was interesting from the Crusaders. Now here's Moody. Moody goes, agonisingly close, but the offload intercepted, and now here come the Highlanders. Inside of Sopwanga. Round the corner he goes to Franklin.
Release.
They make not much forward momentum, but it was exciting.
Release.
One off play. Leonard Brown now back to Sopwanga. And he drops this one down to Havili. He's down the other end. Good tackle on the chase. Turnover ball. And it's Lima Sopwanga again. He could lose it here. Whitelock says thank you very much. Almost like an extra back row, but the Highlanders bulldoze quickly over the top. Here is Dixon. Why they come. Highlanders with numbers. It's out to Tavita Lee, but Israel Dag is all over him very quickly. Highlanders making a very easy 60-odd metres. They go short. It's Leonard Brown again. Does well, but it's Matt Todd has come across to shut that down. Alanukunuka goes away and finds Squire, who takes it to ground, and quickly in top is Hunt. Short side again, Lynchies changes directions. Then the Alanukunuka again too. It is Franklin.
Release.
Towards the 22. Go the Highlanders. Aaron Smith away to Tavita. But he cannot get past a good tackle from Bryn Hall. It is all the Highlanders. Rob Thompson.
Release.
Put down quickly. Here's Franklin again. He's going to have a go, but doesn't get away from the tackle around the breakdown. It's all the blue, the Highlanders at home. Alanukunuka out wide. Sopuanga goes one more. Thompson over the top. Naholo can't get it in. You'd expect a man like Waisaki Naholo to finish that every day of the week, but the Crusaders hang on by a whisker. A desperate tackle. Pulls him down. Here's Bryn Hall. He gets it at the banks of the line out, and he puts a spiral punt away. Running back is Buckman. Way to Aaron Smith, and Hunt is the man that puts him away.
Advantage.
Still Highlanders ball. They've lost it. They have lost it cold, and the Crusaders will let that ball run on. It's James Lynchies with the mistake. Scrum feed will go to the Crusaders. Oh, that was bread and butter stuff there for the open side flanker.
Bind.
Should be taking that every day of the week.
Set.
First scrum of the match was very interesting. The Highlanders got a good shove on, but the Crusaders instantly replied. Now Tall away to Hunt, and Hunt is going to look for a little bit of territory. He's got the kick away. Is it out in the full? No! He's got it perfectly! One bounce, into touch, away from the chasing Buckman, and the Crusaders very quickly turn a long period of defence into a good position of attack. Coltman throwing in, gets it nicely to the front, and it is Ainley who pulls it down, and they charge forward as well. The Highlanders, they are going miles ahead. Lena Brown away, Thompson, quick hands, finds Fikatoa. He's held up this time. Thompson plays scrum half. Oh, there's no one home in the back here. Good kick from Rob Thompson. He's executed that perfectly to gain a nice little piece of territory boost for the Highlanders. Look at those kicks. Just amazing. 35 gone. Line out here for Cody Taylor. Goes to the front. It's Barrett who pulls it down. Hunt looking to go for a bit of a running steps, but Sopuanga. It's more than equal to that. Hall, away to Douglas. There's numbers out here. Crotty away. It's Goodyew. Jack Goodyew in space. He's got Dag. Dag steps, but a high tackle puts him down. And Israel Dag quickly trying to force the point across here, but Buckman, the man guilty, and the ball is given to Hunt, who's looking for Taj. He won't find it. That is dreadful. And now it is the Highlanders who amazingly didn't let that go dead. They've got it back to Hall, and oh, a great tackle. Bryn Hall was looking for 3. He's been quickly taken down, and now Aaron Smith around the corner. Sopuanga kicks, and Havili is back there. He'll take it in. He'll run it back as well. A little shimmy of his own. Great tackle, Sopuanga. Both sides competing for the ball, but Todd, away to Goodyew, had a nice little run. Douglas, still going Douglas, away to Franks. What a hands from him. Goodyew gets it back. Dag back inside, finds Hunt. Hunt going for a bit of a run. Hunt going for space. He kicks high. Ryan Crotty's chasing out there. It's held up with the wind, and up they go, and the Highlanders, Waisaki Naholo, something he has worked on very heavily. Taking of the high ball. It's there for Sopuanga. He's gone quickly wide to Lena Brown, who spills the ball, and that will be all she wrote for the first half, I would imagine. Highlanders will turn this over, and that will be advantage. So an eventful but unscoring first half from these two sides. The Highlanders had the better of it, but the Crusaders have battled well to keep them out. It's 0-0, remarkably. At half-time, the Crusaders with all the possession, and they've kicked well for territory too. 70-30 and 60-40 on the spot. The line breaks though, 3-2. Both sides unable to convert that into points. Kicking game has been strong, but neither side has put points on the board under the roof here at Forsyth Stadium. An amazing first half of rugby that didn't result in points. How does that even happen these days? We won't know. 0-0, both teams well and truly in this match. So back to the Highlanders, who will get the second half underway. They've had the better chance. The Holo should have scored earlier, but he missed out completely. Now here's Israel Dag looking to force his way through. Good
Release.
tackle though from to beat the lead. An early chance put down. Here's Whitelock. Whitelock's through. Now the big captain charging over Buckman. He is so isolated though. It won't make a lick of a difference. The ball is back and a good tackle by France. Puts someone in space. Now the Highlanders are breaking. Lee involved. Lee goes wide. It's there for Franklin. He is so isolated there. No one with him. No support. And the move breaks down. What a shame. I'm surprised, really surprised that Tavita Lee did not go himself. He looked for support, and now the kick away from Hunt is not bad. No, Fikatoa cannot stop it from rolling over the sideline. Great kick, keeping the Highlanders unaware, and he has raked off a huge pile of meters there. Here's Taylor. Oh, that's not straight. That is unforgivable from the Crusaders rake to give away a penalty like that. What's the option going to be taken here by the Highlanders? They've gone for the scrum.
Set.
A hotly contested area, this. Both sides have had a nudge. Here come the Crusaders. Their pack full of All Blacks gets the upper hand. Douglas. Short ball away to Hall. He's created space for Hunt. Hunt's going inside. Hunt goes down. Just a metre short. It's there for Whitelock. Captain Whitelock, over he goes. Sam Whitelock scores and the Crusaders hit the lead. Well, he's really come into this game recently, has Sam Whitelock. His storming runs, but you've got to say Buckman saved the Highlanders bacon there big time. But they could not stop the big second row captain, Sam Whitelock. Over he went. A great try that finally someone has managed to score some points. The captain, he said, give me the ball, give me a go, and give me a fly half to drag along with me. The big bearded wonder, Sam Whitelock, opens the scoring here in the second half. Amazingly, the Crusaders take the lead. Now Hunt's kicking has been good in patches, poor in patches, but from right in front you would back him and no excuse there. He adds the extra two at 7-0, Crusaders over Highlanders. 54 gone on the clock. That means there's still got 25 minutes to go there. Plenty of time for the Highlanders to get back into this one. Deep kick this time. Finds down Fuller, who goes to Hunt, perfectly positioned. And he gets a another great spiral punt away from Hunt. Buckman, short to Lynch. He's got numbers here with Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith goes, but Hunt has saved the day. Havili was all sprawled out on the floor as Buckman almost finds his way through. Sopuanga. Away Leonard Brown to Franklin. And they pile on top of each other, but Whitelock turns it over. Now the chance for the Crusaders to attack back. Moody's knocked that on, and Moody's picked it back up, and we will sit back down for another scrum. The last Highlanders put in resulted in a Crusaders takeout.
Crouch. Bind.
And the home team will be having that. Does not happen again.
Set.
Aaron Smith beats. What can his pack do this time? Underrated, undervalued, this Highlanders pack. Oh, they get a good late shove on. Now they need to score. Smith missed out, everyone goes through, and the Holo back to Thompson. Cutting around the square, does well too. Finds Sopuanga back to the Holo. They're laying off him. Almost a big sin. Havili turns it over. Intercepted Landsheets. But Franks takes it back again. Barrett is thrown into no one in particular. Franks around to Todd. It's Telfuller who says, just get this damn ball out of my 22. Taken. It's Buckman to the holo. And he's hammered by Hunt. Well, isn't Mitchell Hunt come into this game massively recently? Wide again, Fikatoa. But it is Tamani Valu. Competitors for that All Black number 13 jumper today on opposite positions. Dixon tries to force his way through. It's there for Lynchies, going himself again. Finding Coltman, round the corner it goes. Sopawanga back to Lynchies. Outside the 22, 10 minutes to go on the clock. Wide ball away to Waisaki in the holo. But he is pulled down in a two-man tackle. And into touch for the second time. He should have scored. Well, it would have been easier. But he's butchered every chance. There's a try scorer, Whitelock. Away to Crotty. Crotty's going to look for a bit of territory here. Crusaders buried in their own 22. Buckman running it back. Good pass to Aaron Smith. They go to Dixon. Dixon all by himself. Douglas turns it over. Fetchel Douglas. He could go himself, but he's got a good chase from the holo. He squirts it out the back. Moody to Hunt. Big pass wide. Israel Dag. Dag to Goodhue. Can't do it. Goodhue waiting on his left. Couldn't find the pass. Whitelock. Douglas. Moody. Joe Moody behind. Bad ball from Moody away to Taylor. Crotty. Douglas again. Left to right. Hunt through the middle. Hunt going himself. Hunt passes. Todd picks up. No one this time. And it is the holo, I think, out there. It could be Davina Lee. Someone has jived on that. Sopawanga down the short side. There goes full time. So the Crusaders cannot lose this one here today. Chopping and changing back to Davina Lee. Eventually, the Highlanders get it back. That is Twinkle Toes down the sideline, but it is all over. The Crusaders win the most bizarre match of Super Rugby you'll ever see. 0-0 at halftime, just the one scoring play at full time going to Captain Sam Whitelock. What a bizarre game. Two teams full of plenty of line breaks, plenty of explosive running, but they could only manage one try between them. Absolutely strange. 7-0 the score. Whitelock and Hunt picking up all the points, the one try and conversion. Nothing at all for the Highlanders. Well, the Crusaders had all the territory and all the possession. 53 territory, 65% of possession, and that is all they needed to put away this tightly fought matchup. Huge tackle count, 54-42 as well. Crusaders doing a lot on defence, but the handling errors definitely let them down at the bottom there. 14-3. Crusaders pulling out the big win down at Forsyth Bar. 7-0 the final score, and that is all she wrote today between these two sides. Thank you all for tuning and watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's matchup. I'll be again for plenty more Super Rugby. But until then, thanks for watching and take care.